Crypto wallets explained, what they are, how they work, and why you really need one. Hi, I'm Victoria Bellini, and today I'm going to explain something that should be the first thing anyone learns when entering crypto wallets. What they are, how they work, and why you absolutely need one, even if you're just starting out. 1. What most people think a wallet is, and why they're wrong. A lot of people believe a crypto wallet is where coins are stored, like putting money in a drawer. But here's the truth. Your crypto never leaves the blockchain. It's not in your app, not on your phone, not in your device. It lives on-chain. Your wallet is just the key to access and control it. 2. What is a private key and seed phrase? Every wallet is built around a private key, a unique, unguessable code. From that, a seed phrase is generated, usually 12 or 24 words. Those 12 words? They are everything. Lose them? You lose access. Expose them? You lose your funds. There are no passwords. There is only ownership. 3. How is it different from a bank account? A bank holds your account for you. A crypto wallet is held by you. No one can freeze it. No one can recover it for you. There's no support desk, no reset button. You are the owner. You are the custodian. 4. Why holding crypto on exchanges isn't enough. Platforms like Binance, OKX, or Bybit are convenient, but they're not secure, at least not for long-term holding. Exchanges can get hacked. They can freeze your funds. They can go bankrupt. And most importantly, they hold your keys, not you. That means they hold your crypto. You just access it until you can't. 5. What types of wallets are there? A. Custodial wallets. Someone else holds your keys, e.g. exchanges, apps like Revolut. Convenient, but not sovereign. B. Non-custodial wallets. You hold your keys. Full responsibility, full controls. Software versus hardware wallets. Software wallets, e.g. MetaMask, Trust Wallet. Free, easy to use, vulnerable to hacks and phishing. Hardware wallets, e.g. Ledger, Trezor. Keys are kept offline. Secure even if your device is compromised. Costs money, $70 or $150. 7. Rule number 1 of crypto. Not your keys, not your coins. It's not a cliche, it's the foundation. If you don't own the private key, you don't own the crypto. End of story. 8. Common mistakes people make when skipping wallets. Leaving all funds on exchanges. Taking a photo of the seed phrase. Emailing or uploading it to cloud storage. Forgetting the seed and thinking it can be recovered somehow. Downloading fake wallet apps from ads. Each of these can cost you everything. 9. How to properly set up a wallet. Download the official app, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, etc. Always double-check the source. Write down the seed phrase, on paper, offline. Never share it. Never save it online. Set a strong password to access the app. Test the wallet by transferring a small amount of crypto. 10. Who should use a hardware wallet? Anyone who holds more than a few €100 in crypto, is investing long-term, wants full independence and top-tier security. Ledger and Trezor are the most trusted names. And no, they're not complicated. They're just unfamiliar. Learn once and you'll never go back. 11. What can you use your wallet for? Storing BTC, ETH, stablecoins, altcoins. Accessing Web3 apps, DeFi, staking, NFTs, DAOs. Connecting to DEXs like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, signing transactions, or logging in without email, voting in DAOs, or managing on-chain identity. 12. Your wallet is not just a tool, it's your identity. In the real world, you have a name and an ID. In Web3, you have your wallet. It's your access key, your history, your signal. And soon, it might even be your income source, as many airdrops and token rewards go directly to long-term wallet holders. Summary: a wallet is not optional, it's essential. If you don't have your keys, you're just a guest, not an owner. Learning how to use it is your gateway to freedom. Final call. Want me to show you exactly how to set up MetaMask or Ledger, step by step? Drop a comment. If enough of you ask, I'll make a full tutorial. Until then, protect your coins, protect your freedom. And if this helped you, send it to someone who still thinks their crypto is safe on an exchange.